Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set up. Somebody realize. Go in. Date. Rumble's going. Please give a moment. Double check my other computer. Like everything is good to go. So let's go get started. Have a handful of replays. So do also did a bit of photo organization so I can get the newer replays up front. Then I can just go into a folder to a subfolder. I didn't realize this game really had subfolders until recently. So let's get started. So that's sensitive. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on bottom side as the red Tsu, we have Call the Day. Spawn on north side as the blue Hasua, we have Mick Cleaves. Either way, their side is like a doctrine just yet when it comes to natives of the map. Of course, got the native Greeks, which give you access to the Everzone, Boyars, and the Greek Sacred Band Infantry squads, so it's probably a good idea to go to the training posts sooner rather than later, just get those squads going, get them accumulating for free. It doesn't take too long to generate the value of the trading post with that big button. If you got the House of Whittam, just give you some Trabants, which are a Papal Guard variant, and the Saxon Cuirassier, which is a Cuirassier variant, just Saxon, and of course an Age 2 fort. Sorry, it's been a while since I cast Age of Empires 3, or I'm just out of it right now. Don't know why. Everything just seems different. But that's just probably me going a little bit crazy. Local doggo being sliced apart. He will seal his needle in a haystack. You monster. He's going to be a professional sower one day. Hunting doggo is being researched. Hasua now has a research of or shipment available. Not sure what he's going for just yet. And the Sue is eyeing for get him, boys. Let's see now, it looks going to be a very aggressive H2 deck. Let's see, got the War Chief aura, which does this aura boosts units siege damage, so it makes it more effective on assaults. Fur trade's always a nice way if you heavily focus on food collection, and then you probably like, I need some coin now. Get that and get some coin. Let's see, got a good number of the Club Warriors, Axe Riders, the Dog Soldiers, Camp Movements, China Allies, Kree Allies, and the Gunslingers. And Gunslingers upgrades all your Perseratos to Gunslingers, which has a more powerful charge attack. I'm pretty sure that's the US Outlaw version. Can you get like also more Pissaratos from the native embassy? By the way, we do have some gunmans, which are different than gunslingers. They have gun, 36 damage, 10 range, so less range, very good damage. Relatively standard health. But yeah, it's definitely a very aggressive deck. And for Hasua, got the in H2 deck. I think he saw his opponent's deck and realized, yeah, I need more of an H2 deck because his opponent's going to force him not to go to H3. Does have the Gaussianas, got the Yorubara allies, we got the Desert Warriors. The one is equipped with a shield, grants different armor types. Also, is a Passivere variant. Passivere Mercenary? Oh wait, no, is that Passivere Outlaw variant. I think that's the word, it's an outlaw variant. And raiders. Do you also have, let's see, ships 5 villagers, 5 Girots. I don't know why. I think some of these icons have been changing. Every time I look back, there's a new icon that's Husua being researched or aged up to. Husua going with the Husua, while the Su is eyeing for the Elder. Respect your elders, buddy. We'll go and click up this shipment here. So I saw my computer do something a little bit weird. No, I just restarted my computer, so... Like, do I need to restart my computer? But I just restarted it, so... Not sure. These gunmen are very, very useful dealing with all these treasures. Looks like Blue will age up first, seeing how aggressive red deck is. That's very good for Blue. He can get a defense mounted. Or eye for an offensive, a preemptive strike. The Husua builder is, of course, now deployed in field. He also get a Husua Kingdom, which is another builder. And of course, the University builder as well. I think that was also precisely aged up, so he gets, yeah, he gets 2 things. So that's a very precise age up there. Very good timing. Now I do have a number of the Javelin Riders from Poland Field, which are going to be anti-heavy cavalry. They're light cavalry. Give me one moment as I open up my drink. Hut has been built. And the Sioux has... I think he's going for fur trade right now. He's not currently deploying anything at the moment. Other than villagers, of course. He has a shipment available. I have a feeling he's going for fur trade. I could be mistaken. Yep, there's fur trade. You can queue up villagers to store up food like that and then cancel it. We do now have the Royal Embassy being queued on, being deployed in the field. No natives on the map. Wait. Wait. I said there's a big button. It's ridiculously expensive, like 600 or 800 gold, and I think it allows you access to capture mortars. I think it's an age 3 unit or age 4 unit. Does it allow access to outlaw units? Is it going to do some sort of outlaw play? 2,500 gold. Gun running. That's the big button, isn't it? Yeah, what is going on? And now he's queuing up a massive array of pistol allies, not for the... I thought he would have gone for hired gunslingers. And now think about it, Sioux doesn't have to worry about housing. The extra population cost of outlaws is not a huge issue. He's bringing the Kree trackers, which will give him some skirmishers to go along, and gunslinger or pistoleros and gunslingers are heavy infantry. They do complement each other. They say nice gun. That's how they complement each other. Oh, the confuse ability, very nice. That is only useful on treasure guardians, and these are technically treasure guardians. So we got the pistoleros, which have, in comparison to musketeers, they have the same health. Their damage is less, but has twice attack speed. The base attack of a musketeer is what, 23 or 24, so this is roughly 30, which is very good. And does, of course, have pretty much standard bayonet, though I think the multiplier is a little bit less, isn't it? He needs to perhaps push on forward. He's going, look at this. Many of them are a bit cheaper, right? They're 100 wood. He's put all of his villagers on the coin. And now we got a number of Javelin Riders pushing way forward. There's an outlaw army pushing way forward. Villagers he needs to push forward. I think he's getting a little bit too distracted here. He's now bringing the Axe Riders. I think it'd be... The Gunslingers would give them massive power capability to the charge attack. I don't know. He has quite a force here. These guys are technically war from 90. They do have high experience bleed, but I want to say this is going to go very well. Though I have no idea how this is going to go. His opponent needs... Let's see, what is he going for? Going for H3, going for Thought-Kin, Javelin Riders. Javelin Riders are not going to be super great at this moment. As he has not gotten increased siege damage aura, which probably would have been very useful right now. Let's see, 24 siege damage, so slightly better than Standard Musketeers. Orc does go down. He has H up to, got some Novas. Those just get gunned down here. Go for another shipment of something. He has some Axe Riders. There are some Fulani Archers here, which are going to be good against the Pistoleros. These guys do not have full multipliers, but their damage output's still very good nonetheless. It's much better than Crossbowmen. He has a couple Creed Trackers in case of light cavalry, as well as the heavy cavalry or heavy infantry. And since the Pistoleros have high attack speed, they don't really overkill as much. But the Fulani Archers doing a great job just being micro. They have 17 range. And we've got another big round of Villagers and Gearots that probably was a bad deployment. He should have gone for some sort of military shipment. Bump him. War Chief or the Emir does receive a bit of fire. More Pistoleros deployed in the field. Maybe it would have been a good idea just to keep a handful of villagers on food and just continue producing villagers. I always hate the concept of... I never like to cut villager production because I just want... Because I like resources. There's the Dog Soldiers, going for the super heavy cavalry. Gearots, however, are hard countering them. The Gearots were a great call. I don't know if that was intentional or not. The Gearots were a great call to deal with these Tokal soldiers. They are a Lancer. They have immense health, slightly less damage than a Hussar, but a plus 50% multiplier. So very safe, similar to April Lancer, aren't they? See, more Pistoleros, a good number of them, and since he has infinite population housing for right now, their dirt cheap cost is being very useful. Oh, nope, does lose one of the Dog Soldiers. Brings back the War Chief. War Chief still taking a bit of damage there. Trying to establish other infrastructure over here. Has a town center being built as well. There's another round of Fulani Archers. These guys have to be engaging. Another round of Pistoleros. Suha player has another shipment available. He's going for Liffid Knights. I don't know what would be best. What's this card here? Ship a number of Raiders and Liffid Knights makes the upgrades cheaper and research faster. Okay. Isn't granted. And maybe the Fulani Archer shipment wouldn't be half bad, but I think the Liffid Knight overall would provide enough value. You know, they're technically Pistoleros are heavy infantry, so they will fight effectively against them. I think the 5 Liffid Knights will just override a bit more bulk rather than counter unit. They do have 15% melee resist as well as 20% range resist. Axe Riders moving around. We got a number of Pistoleros being put forward. A small number of walls is being very useful. Who's getting hit once more. And now we got shipment of the Shen Riders. Cheyenne Riders are a coin shipment, which I believe are a counter cavalry unit, if I remember correctly. Trying to torch down that structure, a war camp. Some of these villagers get hit as well. I really do believe he should have gone for the gunslingers a bit sooner, because that charge attack would have been very useful. But he's bringing more pistoleros. Villagers are out of coin. His villagers are idle somewhere. Migrating. So they're establishing another tribal markets. Yep, their coin deposits have been consumed, so it may have been a bit of down collection time, which may give Blue just enough time to recover. Blue right now has 19 villagers versus 20, so it's similar. Try and bring some defenses that could go a long way. Their damage is relatively poor, honestly. They're same as an outpost. They do have a bit more health than outpost and slight AoE. There's the Cheyenne Rider. Yeah, they actually have a pretty good attack. I don't know, 21 damage is actually not that good. Their health is similar to Hussar. Even against versus Hussars, they're basing on equal footing. Yeah, these guys are just not good. Because if you look at it, Hussars have what, 30 damage? Plus 50% multiplier makes them do 30 damage. They are classified as heavy cannons, so Javelin Riders will get bonus damage on them. So they're firing away. Liffin Knights are receiving some damage. Roughly equal footing. I think Blue will hold. And it looks like he's not familiar with the Sua, but either way, that was a pretty interesting game. I think he would have been stood better, because I really do think that charge attack would effectively give him like a initial burst, do massive damage. I think that would have made a bigger difference. By the way, this Android saying, "Thank you for watching." On to next replay. That was definitely a very interesting game, that's for sure. Greetings everyone, Angrade here of another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the red Aztecs who have Zhao Zhen Ha Ha. Spawn on the left side as the blue Indians who have Iron Turtle. Neither side selected deck just yet. When it comes to natives of the map, we do have the Cree settlement, which give you some riflemen, as well as the Cree Corps de Bois. A French villager variant, while these guys are, they say Cree riflemen with good line of sight and long range. I think they're actually not long range, like 16 range. I think they have really high health, like over 200 health. I think that's what they are, healthy riflemen. And down south, we do have the Huron settlement, which will give you a siege mantlet, a Huron mantlet variant. And very nice, and get a whole bunch of them. Their upgrades are basically around that. We do now the Aztec war chief looking up the local doggos, go and steal their cottonwood trees. Who's going to try to steal the thing? Nice thing about the Eagle Scout, he can help Blue stuff around. I think Blue's going to claim it first. Nope, Red does claim the treasure. wolves are starting to eat some of Brahmin. And they're going to try to steal the wolves' stand of tamarack trees worth 75 wood. Blue will claim that one. Yep. No treasure stealing, just attempted treasure stealing. Indian player now has a shipment available. Taking a little bit damage there. In this age, the Eagle Scout does 60% less damage to the Brahmin. They do 4 damage per lance, bar on the range resist. Those like closer to 3. And also, killing off on the Brahmin would be very useful. It'll be a kill bound of 45 times 2 for the Aztec War Chief, so 75 or 90 experience, which can go a long way. Now the wood trickle being researched. So for the deck, we do have... It does have the enlisted regulars. Does have diplomatic intrigue, no intervention, tiger claws. Does have the Dravidian martial arts, depoys and all that sort. Urka stuff. So it looks like a bit of a generalist Indian, not going to be hyper specific, but also not eyeing. He's going to be aggressive with his cards, to say the least. The Aztecs is going the Fast Fortress deck, because he does have some Coyote Runner cards, increased health. He does have the Coyote Runner Temple, does have the Slinger Temple, does have Slinger Combat. And does also have the Eagle Runner Knight. Just going for the Aztec version of Goon Skirm with some Hussars to boot. He does have also a deployment of Jaguar Prowler Knights. Does also have a couple rounds of Night Combats as well. Not all of them. But probably designed just to help out with the Eagle Runner Knight's combat effectiveness. So if his opponent goes to a large number of Sepoys, the Jaguar Prowler Knights are going to be a good counter to them, since they are effectively the Aztec replacement for the Skirmisher. He's also going for the Warrior Priest immediately. He has 5 on the field. He is tasking a massive number of villagers on this as well. We'll get one every 20 seconds. He does not have the Calendar Dance. He does have the High Priest of Zilton, or how we pronounce that. Now we've got the Augury Fort being blown on the field. Oh, he's still not aged up. That's very, very bold to not be trying to age up rapidly against the Aztecs. Because Aztecs are known for rushing.
Orc.
13 villagers are on food at the moment. He does have the 8 warrior priests at the moment. Yep, the FF, Fast Fortress, is simply not the case. It's definitely not a Fast Fortress right now. But he will get his warrior priests up and going pretty quickly. A round of the Sepoys have been put in the field. The big button for Jaguar Prowler Knights will be very useful. War Chief does spot this and does take a significant amount of damage. The Brahmin's going to try to stop them. He does have 6 move speed, and looks like he will go down. We do now have the militia being put on the field. Does take out the Brahmin there. Unlike other militia, these warriors do have a kill bounty to them. War Chief does go down there. Now he's going for a stream of wood. He wants the food age on up. Right now he's on to experience. 11 experience per second is pretty good. Warriors have no health remaining. And compared to regular militia, they do have 20 damage. Is pretty similar to regular militia, aren't they? It's hard for me to read the stats when they all disintegrate because they're at 1 health and they got sliced apart by the melee attack, which actually is probably a good way. Faster attack speed means less overkill. And of course, a quicker dispatch. Overall, the warriors, I think they have less health than other militia, because usually militia have 100 base health, but of course can get out 9 or 8, and they're of course resummable. Does lose 1. He has a little bit too much food at the moment. He's going for a shipment of coin. Does deploy a war hut. Got more sepoys here. At this point in time, he may want to go for the messenger. The fast age up. He's got the other Brahmin there. As he needs to get out the Jaguar Prowler Knights. There's the coin, but didn't rally on the proper side. Warriors just holding the line, or just gets slaughtered. I got some camels here, Sawars. Those collecting up coin. He has enough resources to age up. He needs to keep the age up. He's trying to pull out some slingers. There's the big button, trying to go for an ambush. When the warrior priest does hit some fire. We got more of this stuff. There's a Jaguar Prowler Knights. They will hard to counter these sepoys. They have ×3 multiplier against heavy. And some of these villagers may go down. Oh, we got some of the Ottoman delis on the field as well. Some of the Aztec villagers do go down. He's aging up. Going for the Elder. I think he should have gone for the Messenger. He can also start storing up resources. An eye for the the Jaguar Prowler Knight big buttons. Private coin and wood stored on up. You have some villagers. Game players bring in a shipment of sepoys. As a good number of sepoys, slingers and Jaguar Prowler Knights will be both effective in this situation. Professional hunter is now being researched. Camel's taking a bit of damage there. Now got the Noble Hut Travis deployed on the field. So not only providing more military production structures, but also some defense, helping protect the villagers. Will take a bit of time to construct it, however. Single slinger there, didn't queue up the rest. He's going for Aztec mining as well as 8 villagers. More warriors being deployed on the field. I think he's best deploying out too many of them. I really do value like the experience and everything from the community plaza, the fire pit. Now deploying some Eagle Runner Knights. And he does need one more warrior priest. He has lost one, so he's only getting 10 experience per second. And now got more Eagle Runner Knights being shipped on in. This time it's a temple, getting them +4 range. Putting them range up from, that's okay, that's Jaguar Prowler Knight, which still has one. There's one. Up from 12 to 16 range, which is nice. They do have a little less multiplier versus infantry, for balance reasons. Overall, this does make them somewhat similar to the, what's it called? Portuguese Dragoons. Slingers also have 16 range, so they have the same range. May not cause some issues. We have some Gurkhas pulling field, light infantry. They will do bonus damage versus those Eagle Runner Knights. Eagle Runner Knights, of course, have that very rare range shock infantry typing, which is like only used by like 3 units in the entire game. Not many. Coyotes runners now being pulled in the field, very nice. Discipline Gurkhas, both players in H3. The other wonder he went for was the Charmian Gate. Got a handful of Arrow Knights being pulled in the field. It doesn't really need Arrow Knights. They're more of a counter artillery unit, as well as a siege unit. They're not really a support unit. They can fight against units reasonably well, but they're not cost effective what they do. But it is pretty easy to keep a handful of them safe if you ever need to just attack something specifically. Does have a shipment available? Going for anything at the moment. And there goes all the militia. We also have another Aztec town center here. And he has one next to the Huron settlement, so Huron mantlets could be a pretty good composition to support out his force. Huron mantlets are classified as infantry, not heavy, not light. They are classified as a siege unit, and they're very healthy and durable. They should be very good as a support unit to increase provide good protection for his ranged units. Both players have 46 villagers. Gurkha's, of course, firing away. The War Chief advancing, drawing a lot of fire. He is quite healthy at the moment. He has not really searched the High Priest as Zilton just yet. Handful of Jaguar Prowler Knights do camouflage there. His Jaguar Prowler Knights need to stay back. He's fighting against light infantry. Coyote runners could push forward or try to push forward. He's doing quite good in microing these Gurkhas around. Arrow Knights firing away. They do have a staggering 30 range. The damage is 11. With ×2 attack speed, so effectively 22 versus these guys 19. So they are weaker. They do cost 2 population and of course cost significant more. But of course they have basically outrange almost everything. They are classified as heavy unit as well. They are both classified as heavy infantry and light infantry. They're basically classified as all infantry. which I think the only unit in the game that has both heavy and light infantry typing. So Gurkhas will do bonus damage against them. Counter skirmishers will do bonus damage against them. In fact, they will get double bonus damage against them since both their heavy and light infantry multipliers will be effective against them. Here comes Coyote Runners. We also got the War Chief here. Hopefully he's got the increased experience aura. Getting 24 against the Rummy. Got Sours before, got the Eagle Runner Knights engage the Sour. Sour's trying to gauge the Arrow Knights. Not really a high priority thing to take out, honestly. They don't have any minus multipliers. They actually do have a slight minus multiplier against Cavalry, but nothing too significant. There's another big button there. That was the level 2 big button. They still have the level 3, force 12 more Knights, Jaguar Prowler Knights. Got a round of slingers there, just popped on out as well. May have got the Slinger Temple. They're at 18 range now, so they do almost match the range of the Gurkhas. Got now these Malhout Lancers before. They can hit by these Jaguar Prowler Knights, which are of course a Halberdier variant. And of course they will get hit by the Eagle Runner Knights as well. Slingers need to hit those Sepoys, not hit those Lancers. Another round of Jaguar Prowler Knights just popped on out. Getting those Sepoys is very good. Of course, got some of these A-Zaps here, which will do bonus damage. They're a heavy infantry unit, but they will do bonus damage versus the light or range shock and shock. Sepoys getting ripped apart by the Jaguar Prowler Knights. Coyote Runners especially 4. Gurkhas forced to fall back. Being stoned to death by the Slingers. Some of the Jaguar Prowler Knights and a single Coyote Runners managed to push away forward, but he's slowly peeling them off. Taking a lot of damage from them. It looks like these units getting distracted by the Brahmin, which are classified as hand cavalry and cavalry. I don't know, it's heavy cavalry. But in other words, these light infantry units will do less damage to them. Arrow Runners slowly being picked apart by the Gurkhas, getting picked off one time. And the Arrow Knights just going to be sieging down the town center. The Slingers will probably lose this fight. Got a single Coyote Runner pushing way forward. And looks like he just barely has enough to one-shot Coyote Runners now. I saw to fall back there.
Come on, say.
Arrow Knights do also have 40% range resist. Their health is decent as well. Another blue town center trying to be deployed up here. Right now, red has 51 villagers versus 57. He's looks like only using one of his villager queues at the moment. He does have the War Dance active. The Euron Knights may want to keep their distance, not get hit by the Gurkhas. Couple villagers up here being distracted by shooting the War Chief. Or by other villagers there. Council does get built. Still push way forward. Eagle Runner or Coyote Runners push way forward. Some of these Eagle Runner Knights finding some villagers. They are technically do 50% less damage versus villagers, like goons. More Coyote Runners just being pulled on the field. Of course, we got some of these Zamzubrok. His own light cavalry should be effective versus those Coyote Runners. And these Arrow Knights do less damage versus all cavalry, not just heavy. Eagle Runner Knights push forward. Do have some of the Rapoots, which is a Rodialo variant. Otherwise, they will be very effective versus those Coyote Runners. They are classified as heavy infantry, not cavalry or shock. Good deployment of those Rapoots. They're a relatively rare unit for the Indians, but they were effective versus Coyote Runners. They should be also decently effective versus those Eagle Runner Knights. While Rodialos and Rapoots are a little bit too slow to engage skirms and Hussars, Coyote Runners, while they're decently quick, they're not as fast as standard actual cavalry. The Rapoots should be able to quickly close on in those distances. Townsend now under siege. Also, the Arrow Knights are still too close to the town center, receiving some damage from them. They are classified as siege troopers, so town center siege anti. No, it does less damage versus artillery, not versus siege trooper. Outposts that does less damage versus siege troopers. Chiron is engaging down this town center. We've got some recruits moving around to engage. Town center has gone down. Recruits are ripping apart those Coyote Runners pretty quickly. And we've got more Slingers and more Eagle Runner Knights being pulled on the field. I can't really make Eagle Runner Knights work myself. I'm always biased towards Skull Knights. Rapoots engages some of the Slingers. Slingers are the counter to the Rapoots since they are classified as heavy infantry. Rapoots push right forward, trying to engage these units. They will report the Eagle Runner Knights no problem. Got some Chironers hitting some of these villagers up here. Slingers being microed on back. Got all the Slingers engaging the Rapoots quite nicely. Looks like one Arrow Knight's remaining. Our recruits being pulled in the field. Now we've got the Great Feats to research. And I hear some farms actually being built. I guess quite a bit. No, there's some hunts still on the map. I can you guys see. Yep, right there. Well, it looks like both players are transitioning to secondary economies, which will slow down the game. The Aztec player could age up to get 2 more free farms, as well as also improves their food collection rate from farms by what, 15% going to industrial. Aztec players at 54 villagers versus the Hindus, or not Hindus, the Indians 74. In actuality, depending on the time frame of the game, when Christopher Columbus was trying to sail and find new trade route to the Far East, it was not actually called India at the time, so the word Indios simply was not a word from India. I forget what it was from. During this time frame, that region, the Indian region, is actually called Hindustani, or Hindustanistan, Hindustani. So yep. I just realized something. The Aztec player is collecting coin right there. That's bold. But we do have these guys are tasked on to looks like food collection. Who's collecting this coin deposit at the moment? The Aztec player still has almost draining coin mine down there. Then it probably has enough presence on the map to secure this one. And with Aztec Mine, he has a really good mine collection. 0.96 coin per second. In comparison to his opponent right now is just at 0.78. Night combat or night hit points are now being researched. More recruits. One thing you can use to engage the recruits is not only slingers but also Jaguar Prowler Knights, and that's a pretty nice unit. And that's also be effective versus the cavalry that he may fight, whether it be heavy or light. Granted, slingers would be the same as well, just not versus heavy cavalry, just the light ones. Now we've got some more Gurkhas. Now we've got the British allies as well, so an eye for some British redcoats. More of the food research on the way for the Aztec player. Only at 0.73 versus 0.72. I don't know how there's a 0.1 difference, but it is. But this we'll give him a nice little bump there. And now they're up to 0.83. The Aztec does not get equivalent to steel traps in their market, but their foreign research does also apply to other food collection sources such as hunts and berries. So you can still make usage of the improved food collection rate with these guys here as well. We're right now collecting at 1.3. More Eagle Rod Knights being pulled on the field, which I don't think they're going to be super useful. But people like their light infantry, not light infantry, light cavalry. I'm never really a big fan of spamming out light cavalry myself, but that's just more of me preference. Gurkha's now advanced the way forward. British and Diaz now being researched. 67 versus 90 villagers. Rice surplus now being researched. Also trading post now pulled in the field. Coyote runner tactics, improving the move speed of Coyote runners and their hit points by 20%, making them very, very durable. Right now they're nearly at 200 health. Now they're at 225 health. And their hand attack is right now the same as a unupgraded Hussar, which is pretty good. Got a round Cree tracks been pulled in the field. They have 16 range, 13 damage, so not great damage, but they have a staggering 260 health. Blue's eyeing for a handful of fishing boats up here. A handful of camouflage Jaguar Prowler Knights. A single Falcon out in the field. Hopefully he's got an Arrow Knight. No Arrow Knights are on the front line. He needs to get out some Arrow Knights. And just realized as well, the 30-minute mark of this game has passed, which means the Aztec's big buttons provide maximum value at the moment. So going for all of them once will be quite expensive. One of Blue's problems over here. So he may or may not see some of these camouflage units. We've got the War Chief here as well. Noble Hut does go down. We do now have the Kree Textile Craftsman being researched, which provides the building resource cost, the build time, and not really that important. This will improve his Coyote Runners as well as the Eagle Runner Knight's hit points. So he may have access to that. Yes, he does. Of course, the Indian player is now aged up. The Aztec should be on the same. He has not researched the messenger. He needs more coin. Coin deposit down here still be claimable, but he may be on just plantations at the moment. Yeah, 0.65 point per second, not great. Honored recruits have been pulled in the field. As much as I said, Dragonpaw Knights will be good against recruits. He's fighting Katsui Sling or Skirkas at the moment, so Slingers will probably be better. Gotta volley into something right there. Dragon follows tempo cards as well. Has a shipment available. Maybe a good idea to go for the infinite coin in order to get an age up going quicker. You're on fish wedding complete. Looks like Blue Sky and eyed upon some Hurons. Now bring in the Expeditionary Force, which will give him 1 more Falconet and 9 more Redcoats. Both sides just massing up. Gonna be one big conflict. The Indian player has quite a bit of resources at the moment. Got caught up. Aztec as well. They actually have very similar resource stockpiles. The Aztec player could sell off some food to get enough coin to age up. He does have enough coin to age up. He also has 90 villagers. He's aging up with the wise woman. I really think he should go for the messenger. He needs to age up faster. He's starting to pull out some livestock on his farms. I don't know if that's going to be useful. He has a lot of food stored up, so you can perhaps fatten them up. And then have migrate his villagers to plantations, start collecting up coin from there. Of course, the sheep can't work there. They count as a gatherer. Byron is trying to take out that Brahmin. We also got some British rockets on the field as well. Strong war hut, strong noble's hut. Oh, now he's going for the faster age up. Oh, that was instantaneous. It even did it twice. Weird. I want to see, yeah, it does get a couple free farm traverses. Now got the big conflict here. Some of the Coyotes are getting hit pretty hard there, trying to escape from the recruits. Slingers and other units generally push away forward. He is engaged in some Huron melees, but the recruits engaged in the Coyote Runners. It's not looking good for the Aztec player. Of course, he just aged up, so Blue has a timing attack where he has his armored units versus the champion units. Another round of Slingers free forward. Got some Arrow Knights here. They're a little bit late. New Boom Sanders artillery. Not versus siege units. He has way too many Eagle Runner Knights. He's not fighting against enough cavalry for Eagle Runner Knights that I think could really be worth it. Arrow Knights push way forward. They will outrange the rockets if they focus them down. One rocket does go down. Rapoot's trying to engage the Arrow Knights. more the Huron Mantlets push way forward, you can get a very good number of them. They're a champion. You get 30 of them. And that's a lot of units that could be put on the front line that cost 0 population. More recruits in the build queue. Coyote runners pushing way forward. You notice this composition a little bit more vulnerable to the coyote runners at the moment. More Kree trackers push way forward. They are elite at the moment. Elite Slingers does not have a champion research yet, nor is being researched. He does have fertility activated, increasing his production speed. Arrow Knights probably here in 2 large numbers. They don't have the highest DPS. They are a champion at the moment. Another pair of strong war huts being pulled in the field. We also have some of these Romies, which are neither heavy nor light infantry. They also have an absurdly high attack speed of 1. Arrow Knights trying to engage. Arrow Knights going down, not a massive problem since he's not fighting against artillery, but still nice to have those forces. More Coyote runners push forward. Your army swordsmen also do bone save, which is heavy. Which Coyote runners are not classified as. We now have Slinger combat being researched. Oh, here, just got more Gurkhas. More Coyotes employed in the field, just more Slingers being employed in the field. Right now they have 10 damage, twice attack speed versus 25. They have a slightly higher amount of health. Actually, no, far from it. Gurkhas have really high health. Gurkhas right now are costing 120. These Slingers are pretty cheap at, what, 70 resources? Yep. Of course, he does have Aztec mining, so they also cost gold rather than wood, which is good. Now these Lancers are going to do some great damage to these Malthaut Lancers. Elephants starting to be pulled in good numbers. They're going to push forward. They have excellent siege damage. Jump across and you run nice help engage those elephants. More Gurkhas to build a queue. He just queued up a massive wave of Huron Mantlets. He had a massive resource reserve. In fact, the Indian player is pretty close to going to Imperial Age. Just needs a little bit more coin. Probably a good idea not to go for it. It'll be a bit expensive. Oh, it's also, he does have a discount on it at the moment as well. And he is going for Imperial Age. He's going for the Karina Mata. As players overall getting overran. This villager's starting to get gunned down there. More Gurkhas being put on field, more Huron Mantlets queued on up. Outhouse still pretty healthy. Some of them starting to go down there. More of the Chironus being stringed on in. Right now they have nearly 300 health. Go for another shipment of rockets. There's Imperial Age. Those resources are very, very low, which is probably aging up when you're in the middle of combat. More Eagle Runner Knights. The Aztec player is pretty low in resources as well. And Red is casting GG. This ain't great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. did think I started to hear the sound bug start developing, so let's go ahead and back out of the game. And then we can get to the sound bug. And in the meantime, while it's booting up, I'm going to use the restroom. Please give me a moment. Advanced Wonder Japan. Sounds interesting. Let's find out. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another HPARS 3 replay. Spawn on the left side as the red French with Radu Kami. Spawn on the top right side as the blue Japanese with Madonna. No deck selected just yet when it comes to natives and map. We just got this single guy running around in circles. There are no natives to claim on this map, other than native fauna. When it comes to explorer names, we got Japanese Rob and Reno. So he renamed one, not necessarily the other one. And we got Jacques de la Salle. I have no idea what that's a reference to. Red has a trading post there. Blue has not. Going to the console, immediately collecting up the berries. Oh, this map may not be great for Japan, isn't it? There's no natural berry deposits in Japan. They are vegetarians, so they cannot eat the local fauna. Oh, and most of the time, most maps have some sort of berry bushes for initial spawn. But in this case, Japan looks out on that, so Japan may have trouble with food. He's definitely going to need to build shrines and get the... Oh, he's going for the Portuguese allies immediately. As it gets shrines, he probably cannot task it off to any other resource other than food. And he probably needs at least a shipment. Probably need to bring in a shipment of 2 Cherry Orchards to Rixaw sooner rather than later. 1v1 300 food? I don't see a 300 food card, so I'm not sure what that means. Unlock experience point generation, that's not going to be useful. Plus 50% build bounty, probably not important either. Because after all, plus 50% experience build bounty resulted from build from 25 to, I guess, 37, maybe 38. Don't know how rounding works when it comes to that sort of thing. It may be exact. And if you build like a 10 of them, you get plus 125 experience. Is not enough for a shipment, so I definitely do not go card unless you want that experience triple, which I don't think that will be used. Advanced Wonders. Wonders have more hit points, build faster, which increase hit points, build faster. Allow for faster age up for sure. He's also building Torii Gate in a heretically bad angle. But he will get a faster age up due to that. The French is currently aging up with the Quartermaster. Let's go kill off some of these local lizards and seal their spruce trees. Hunting doggos being researched. Japan will age up and ending up with more villagers as opponents, but of course these are French villagers, which are of course better than regular ones. He has gone to the ×3 villager as well. Looks like it's going to be a fast fortress deck with standard, looks like Skirm Goon with Cuirassier support, cavalry combat. Looks like standard French to me. But we got unstandard Japanese, at least for Age 1 cards. His other cards seem pretty standard Japanese. He has also gone for the Ino Rush card rather than the other heavy cavalry one, so he may go for more light cavalry card. Also has Daimyo Kiyomoso? Masa, yeah. Is all the Daimyo. Can't say exactly sure how this is going to go. Shipment of wood. And his opponent's going for a shipment of villagers. The free samurai is pushed forward. That free samurai is going to be very useful. Able to pressure this trading post nice and early. The explorer will have to defend. He of course has a decent rifle, 16 damage, 16 range. And the town center does reach out all the way here. Sort of hard to tell with the background transparency. Oops, I hit the big button there. Remnant of Hussar being brought in, so the single samurai could be used while dealing with them. Got a random Ashikaru musketeers. You have the market. Honey Badger does go down. Hussars moving around. Or Village of Blood Field. Musketeers on the way. Just gonna put more pressure on the trading post. We've got a round of musketeers. So red should be a hold off against Ashikaru musketeers. The explorer will go down. Samurai takes some fire. Hussars moving around. Of course, he's not going to venture too far off the map because he has to rely on the Chariot Orchards. He has a second Chariot Orchard on the field now. Is he already? No? Where did he get another Cherry Orchard? Unless this map he spawned out a second Cherry Orchard and I was too blind to see it. That may have been the case. Trading post under fire. Musketeers straight forward. Blue's doing some great focus firing there. Problem with going with Hussars against the Japanese, trade orchards are, you don't venture on the map all too much. And so Hussars have trouble raiding villagers if they're not away from the town center. Oh, but here's some crossbowmen playing the field. If he must brought in a shipment of crossbowmen.
J'ai repris des forces.
Good kill there. Just leaving one Hussar remaining. Now bringing Diplomatic Intrigue. Get him a bit of export. He could switch allies relatively quickly. Can't remember what the Portuguese we can bring in from there. Definitely the crossbowmen, but that's not going to be very useful. I don't have much value in crossbowmen. Good volley there. More musketeers being deployed on in. And, oh, he is bringing the crossbowmen, so I stand corrected. I also still don't put much faith in them. 16 damage, 16 range. The French ones, do they always have 100 health? I thought they had like 90 health. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Hey, there's a balance patch I didn't realize, and they got a slight buff. Because I never have a high faith in crossbowmen. After all, they do 20 damage per shot against the heavy infantry. Which makes them probably cost effective only really against heavy infantry. Of course, they do excellent versus light cavalry. They're not really truly counter unit. And these guys do have plus 10% health from something. We now got the Daimyo Mototada being shipped on in. And down south, got some shrines being built. Very nice. And Reg's overall getting bled apart. He has to shrine some wood. And currently right now he has 11 out of 20 shrines. I think the French economy is still a little bit better with the higher quality villagers, and now he's aging up with the Exile Prince. Again, that was like this double age up. There must have been sort of a patch that came out. And as I see like the double, enter this age notification. More musketeers firing away. Does take out that musketeer. There's a random militia deployed in the field. German musketeers, Ashgar musketeers, got the heavy coat, a very fine coat, and some more musketeers for the French. Around skirmish is definitely be very useful. The Crow Scout will go down. The French Crow is going down, but when it comes to melee attacks, they are no more resilient than regular villagers. Got more musketeers and crossbowmen here. Got a round of skirmishers still here. The militiamen are probably down to 1 health. More musketeers push their way forward here. Ashgar musketeers up here. We've got more of the musketeers engaging some of these musketeers. The Daimyo has to see a bit of damage. More Ashgar musketeers going down. French cannon being deployed on in. More of the Naginata Riders, heavy cavalry. The Japanese player is still age 2. You may want to start aging up. The flaming arrows will probably wouldn't be half bad to deal with all the light infantry. The more Naginators wouldn't be half bad at that either. I go for another Portuguese expeditionary company, and he's going to end relations with the Portuguese. More musketeers being shipped on in. Got some dragoons. No, dragoon gets cancelled. He's going for, was that better musketeers? Yep.
Nanjana.
17 out of 20 shrines, doing a good job placing them down. They're currently tasked to coin. Also got a pair of falconets, not push away 4. They can make short work of those shrines. I still don't know what 300F means. Like, they're just none of the 300 food cards. Which I'm assuming that means, just not there. We do have the Ashkara Musketeer attack, more units being, of course, pulled on in. Now this is actually a pretty good opportunity. Red's army's a little bit split up, got 112 versus 74. The more units, of course, being pulled on in. The Japanese player can push one forward. He is trying to gauge, let's take out one Falconet pretty quickly. These are both Falconets pretty quickly. Crossbow and finding a way. Ashgario attack shipment now has arrived. A little bit on the later side. Now that 170 health, 27 damage versus 108 health and 27 damage. So right now they're pretty much the same. Also means Musketeers going to just be better since they have cost 20 less resources. Ashkar Musketeers are definitely on the more expensive side of the units. Also 120. Got a round of Dragoons here. Good micro there, the Dragoons. He's losing some villagers here. He lost a number of villagers, didn't he? He's down to 16 versus 37. What happened to the villagers? How many villagers go down there? I wasn't counting how many villagers went down. But it must have been a massive number. Because right now he has less than half the villagers, so the Japanese player has approximately twice the economy. If not more. Blue's starting to fall back now. Ooh, knocking out a Riders. They may have been up here killing some villagers. This coin mine's at full. Wait, I see. Nope, that's rocks, not dead local fauna. Red was doing quite well until he just lost all those villagers. Now I think Red is on the losing streak, losing path. They need to squeeze out second town center, just get villager production going. Does camping 1,000 wood shipment. Bought down a couple extra town centers. Is that 16? The good number of villagers currently not collecting at the moment. Only has 2 villagers on food. Good damage there. Smokes bombs away. Smokes bomb and dies at the same time, so his opponent gets experience, but he will get Explorer recovered, so both players win or both players lose. What we do now, the wonder here, the Golden Pavilion. Military rickshaw now shipped on in. Was that Japanese isolation from the consulate? Yep. Going for Bushido principles and now having 2 barracks. See, that's probably all the production he ever needs. I don't see the daimyo anymore. He may have lost his daimyo. Daimyo Masamune looks like it may have went down. But he should have adequate amount of production, have a stable 2 barracks, and potentially Bushido principles. Does find the shrines there. We'll torch them down. Now got some Konsha being Japanese clubman. This one Yumi archers. More shrines being built. Very nice. Way the bow now being researched. More Yumi archers being put in the field. We got cuirassiers. These clubmen, they do have good siege damage. They don't really have really high damage overall. I don't really have much faith in them, but they cost 65 export, so they're cheap in export. That's also one of those things hard for me to measure. As all villagers just gather like 0.3 export regardless of source, whatever they gather up. This one knocking out our riders. Got 45 villagers versus 23. He's at pop cap as well. We torch down some of these shrines. Blue's pushing forward, trying to engage the army. He also sending some of these units down south, musketeers and clubmen. And good number of musketeers here. But we also got a good number of Yumi archers. Naginata Riders do take a pretty nasty initial volley there. Now got some cuirassiers. He needs to deal with those. He only has some Naginata Riders to help deal with them, and not necessarily super effectively. But the cuirassiers are in small enough numbers. And while this all going on, this is going on. That will probably spell game over Red. Even if Red does win this fight, which looks like he might. Looks like he is. This will spell a game over for Red. Yep, Blue's gonna fall back there. Still no response down here. He's down to 14 villagers. And now he's trying to respond to this. And Red does back the game there, just losing too many villagers. Either way, this Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Okay, team game. Oh, and not a good game. I wonder if these other replays are not going to work. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replays. On the south side as the blue Portuguese, we have 153662 L L L L L L L L L L L L L Rosadatory. Butchered that well enough. On the north side as the pink Ottomans, we have Silver Shadow. When it comes to natives on this map, we do have the Kalamath settlement, which does give you access to Amalith riflemen. Let's see. First, in wide range of trades, can pick up treasures and slowly gather from all natural resources except mines and huntable animals, which is a weird combo. So then collect the wood, berries. Wait, wood and berries? all natural resources except mines and huntable animals. So yeah, just berries and wood. I'm trying to think as well. What else is there? Can they click up like from like charity rickshaws or the Mango Grove? Those kind of classified as natural? I have no idea. Why does this game looks like going in slow motion? I know there's not a random match. Oh, this game must be set at a slower pace. Yep, if it's set to a slower pace, I'm not going to cast it. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the left side as the Blue America. We have Go, I'll Be Hard Wall. On the right side as the Red Indians, we have Iron Turtle. When it comes to natives of the map, we've got my favorite natives, the Berbers, which can give you access to the best native unit in the entire game, the Salty Camel. You can also get out some nice villager variants and the Burmer camel riders. In the other native of the map, we do have access is the Sudanese, which give you access to the Sudanese Dervish, as well as Askari Mercenary and the Sinar Horseman Mercenary. No deck select just yet. No deck select just yet. Some of these local kitty cats are going down, and we'll steal these cats' looted Visigoth spoils of war. US players bringing some coin. Got the 1v1 Pennsylvania. I guess it's a Pennsylvania deck. We're going to age up with Pennsylvania. Let's see, we do have U.S. Marines, got Minutemen companies, we got Minutemen deck. Also have access to the long rifles for the state militia. Let's see, Indians tend to go for having sepoys or Gurkhas, so state militia could be a bit more effective in that situation. We can also bring in Pulaski's legions to get some guard Ulans, which these are guard Ulans in age 3, based on the what it sounds like. Coffee Mills guns available, so you can bring in some Gatling guns. He also does have the cheaper fort, reducing the fort cost by 50%, and also increase build limit by 2. So Buffalo Soldiers, so it's going with Carbon Cavalry, maybe with State Militia rather than Sharpshooters. Its only affects, yeah, State Militia and Minutemen Militia. Local Doggo will go down and will steal his big branch, so you can no longer play fetch with. Also going for Pennsylvania. Indian players now aging up with the Karin Mata, which does give them the increased gathering rate to keep other rats. So everybody should have the German rat song, German star rat song stuck in their head. Wood trickle being deployed on in. Oh, looks like he found Akuna Matata, a record of political problem solving worth 100 experience, and there is no worry. So he killed Pumbaa and Simba for that. And Timon is held hostage. You monster. Do not have a trading post now being built by blue. This player has a shipment available. He could eye for the Dutch immigrants. Need a little bit more coin from that. Irish immigrants could be held off later on, because it does give you more villages the longer you hold it. We'll kill that vagabond and steal his hide off his back. And now we do have the Philadelphia Convention now being researched. Ships one meeting house wagon, improves their meeting house with unique federal state improvements. Trim of wood. Caravansary now being deployed on in. Meeting house now complete. And now we do have the Virginia General Assembly. We'll give you one state capitol building. Professional hunters now being researched. The US player has a shipment of wood that has arrived. Local kitty cat fighting that man. That man's trying to steal it. Kill that cat and steals coffee beans, you monster. We do now have the state capital being built. Sour is now being deployed on the field.
Orders.
Able to get some damage on this villager. This villager may go down. Nice little early pick. Another villager deployed on the field. Do now have Hamilton economics. There is the Minutemen.
What is your I'm ready.
Sours move around, try to find an opportunity to engage. Got some villagers here, they could be hit. Round of Minutemen. They have degraded their health, but 101 health is still pretty good for their damage output. Now the US player, yep, he's starting to age up to Indiana, which is actually a bit more of a rare state. You can initiate a free age up of one of the cards from that one. Can't remember what the other one does. And now we do have the age up here for the Indian player. He's going for the Chimerian Gate, which give you some Malhout or Manzabari units. Outpost wagon shipped on in. Could try torching down the outpost. The general's going to hold the line. The Minutemen are starting to rotate around. And he will save the outpost. Does lose the inspiring flag. Eastern medicine now researched. US Fire has a shipment available, so maybe saving for the free research from Indiana. It's still a good idea to get a little bit of wood going so you can get another town center going for extra villagers. Going for Pennsylvania Pound as well. Buffalo or Pennsylvania Cavalry also queued up at the meeting house. Give them some Buffaloes or Carbon Cavalry. Militia does fire a volley there on the villager,
Yes.
but they do 75% less damage to villagers, so not great.
It'll take more than that to keep me down.
What is your
Minutemen are classified as infantry, but not heavy infantry, so the Salvors will have their Lancer effect be applied. We also got the blockhouse now being researched for American Russian Company. Yep, one of them is Indiana Mammoth Improvement Act, which will increases the time that you need to age up by 350%, so very, very long time. But we'll make it free, or you can do it in Imperial Age, which would reduce the cost to 24. Oh yeah, I think they made it so like they added some like text saying age up one time. And looks like it's now going for rolling artillery. He can also go for Indiana mobilization, which will ship additional carbon cavalry so far this game. All technologies that age up are research trained slightly faster. It excludes heavy cannon, however. Pennsylvania 1st Infantry now being put in the field. Here comes the two blockhouses. Give him 2 barracks / outposts there, though this other outpost is out of range. We'll get some Gatling guns, help support him out, that can rip apart the Gurkhas. Disciplined Gurkhas now being deployed out, so Gatling guns would be very effective. The Carbon Cavalry should be able to report the Mount out no problem. One Carbon Cavalry does go down, the other one took some severe damage. Here comes the militia. Gatling guns. Does not get a volley off there. Gatling guns engaging the house. Two siege elephants being shipped on in, which are, I think, also the counter artillery unit for the Indians. Very good idea. Does get around sharpshooters, which of course a good light infantry unit. They have even higher multipliers with lower base damage, but even greater range. Got a round of Gurkhas being thrown out on the field, 10 of them, with a couple more of the light cavalry. And that is a fort wagon shipped on in from somewhere. I don't know what shipped that on in. Oh, just shipped in from the fort card. That would do. So it looks like Blue is setting up fortifications, trying to put his opponent to siege. He will have trouble venturing out of the map to clean the natural resources. He has some zebra up here, and there's also a traversable spot. Siege elephants. Now they're in the setup state. They are classified as light range cavalry. Also not cavalry. So units that do bonus damage versus light range cavalry will do bonus damage, but units that does bonus damage only to cavalry will not do bonus damage. So these sharpshooters will do bonus damage. But, and not only their light range damage does bonus damage, they do not do less damage with the cavalry multiplier. That's a little bit weird. Carbon cavalry will not do bonus damage to them.
Ready to fire.
Gatling guns, they do less damage versus cavalry, which will not be applied, but they do less damage also to artillery. It does have a times 2.5 multiplier against artillery, so it's not a big counter, but it's a nice little counter effect. They also have 700 health, so they're a lot more durable than culverins.
Yes.
We got Marines now deployed on the field, which they do also have a times 2 multiplier versus artillery. Another shipment available for the US player. Oh, it's going for the Irish immigrants. This will give him 6 villagers. Let's see, it says every 5 minutes have passed, so this will actually give him 7 villagers. If you look closely, you see the 15-minute mark already hit. And, oh wait, 2 additional villagers for every 5 minutes pass. So this will actually give him 8 villagers. Why is it like, if you look at the things, like, it says 2, 3, 3. Sure, 2 is the base default, but why is it, whatever counter they have, they just simply have a 1 plus 5 times by 5 minutes counter and do that twice for some odd reason. I wonder, it says up to a maximum 30 minutes. Never mind. Villagers to receive some fire there. Got some regulars here. There's quite a bit of red army. Used by 91 military units versus 127. That's a lot of Gurkhas. The stand to probably get some more artillery units. Unable to build the town center in time. I have a whole lot of units with good siege damage, or really none at all. So these outposts or blockhouses will have trouble being taken down. They should be able to be taken down, but it will take quite a bit of time. He still has a fort up there as well, so he could also bring in more. It may be a good idea for him to go for Pulaski's Legion, get the Ulans, and then deploy more Ulans from it. If I'm reading that correct, it should be age 4 Ulans. Now, of course, I could be reading that incorrectly. More sharpshooters been deployed in the field, bringing some also Gatling guns from the fort.
What is your command?
Trying to get out that siege elephant. Marines push way forward. Got some sharpshooters in the background firing away. Gains good damage to the light cavalry. They have fire multipliers against them as well. Carbon cavalry in good position. Got Mantabari Gurkha here. There's a big round of Gatling guns. Fires a massive volley there. Got some sharpshooters here. Got a single heavy elephant here. But the sharpshooters are body blocking the elephant there, allowing the carbon cavalry to get some extra damage onto it. It does take it out quite quickly. Great micro there. Blue's doing a pretty good job microing his forces. Gurkha's push forward. Does take out carbon cavalry. Great volley there by the Gatlings. Maybe a little bit too late to go for the Indian Mammoth project, but could go for it. He's going for Pulaski's Legion, which will give him some Prussian Ulans. Right now we got 50 villagers versus 40, but the US player does have a number of trickles, but so does the Indian player. Got some of these salvors here. Does take out some of these villagers. Brings in the marines. Structures do take a bit of damage there. Fort does find a shot. Not the Manzabari one. Manzabari one, somewhat hard to tell in the formation. Looks different, but it's somewhere in this group right there. I have him selected. Ah, there he is. He's right here. Gatling guns in a good position. Carbon cavalry push way forward. They're trying to find the siege elephant. Got some elephant combat being shipped on in as well, making these elephants plus 20% effective. More health and damage. Ulan's charging way forward, trying to get their engage. Force guard Ulan, they have 40 damage. Not a whole lot of health to them. Sentries and irregulars not pulling a field. Sharpshooters engaged by these Malhoffs. In fact, Malhoffs also engaging the Gatling guns. Carbon Gatling to focus on this Malhoff. Russian Ulans do go down. Sentries charging way forward. Brahmin does go down there. Sentries getting some good hits there onto those carbon cavalry. Of course, he won't be able to do much near this fort. But he does have a couple siege elephants. He could try sniping the carbon cavalry. Or, however, rip apart these Krokos one at a time. Sharpshooters come for a nice little flank using their superior range, plus he does have inspiring flags somewhere nearby. Fort's almost down. It looks like the siege elephants have been pulled back. Lancers, Malhot Lancers engaging these sharpshooters, putting them apart. Gatling gun from pulling field does go down pretty quickly there. Fort looks like will go down. Red's starting to break the containment. And now is bringing some more Lancers. Going for a round of Gurkhas as well. Fort does go down. Does have two blockhouses here as a back line. Bring in a shim of the Indiana mobilization. We'll give him 13 carbon cavalry. And make this stuff build faster. If the US player is running out of things you can ship on in, he can finally go for the Indiana and Mammoth Improvement Act, get his age up going. Take quite some time. There's the Carbon Cavalry, Marines, and Sharpshooters now advancing, so it is a decent army here. Ludus may want to be a bit defensive, regroup his forces. 58 villagers versus 44. The US player has not been... Well, he must have lost some villagers or been cutting production. And we got these Sours just here, right next to these villagers. Those two curry players are toxic. I'm not sure who you mean by curry players. Oh, we do now have some outpost wagons being shipped on in. And this town center is being torched, which will of course give Red time to counterattack over here. We may lose a good number of sharpshooters. We're in an X formation. What is this? Homeworld? Nope, not Homeworld, because they died pretty quickly. There goes one of the blockhouses. Town center is taking some time to force him down because he has no siege weapons or really good siege damage. Some Marines have 45 siege damage.
Thank you for paying my ransom.
Another town center here, of course, the outpost. Who has a bit of time before to clean up this town center. But now got the Rumi swordsmen. Get a nice little ambush spawn here, which are effectively a counter skirmisher, but not really. They're classified neither heavy nor light infantry. And overall, they're pretty good. They have good health, good damage, or absurdly high attack speed of just 1, and a bit of AoE to boot. Oh, they also do bonus damage versus light cavalry as well. So they're similar light infantry, they're melee light infantry, pretty much, without being classified as light. And a great ambush spawn there. Red for massing other forces. Got some outposts here for defense. Blue is his army is scattered and pretty much broken. Red still has a significant force here, including some good number of elephants for siege damage. Oh, and I hear villagers going down. The Sours find an opportunity to hit those villagers. Blue's now down to 36 villagers versus 57. And that is the end of the replay. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I have time for one more replay tonight. My stomach's just a little bit upset at the moment. Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the Pink Russian. We have Silver Shadow. Spawn on the left side as the Green Portuguese. We have Mary Jane. And once again, this replay is slow. Oh. I don't really like casting replays at a slower speed. And that's pretty much all the replays I had for tonight, so everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest. Enjoy.